Alright, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IV, in the episode that we definitely are not re-recording.
Let's hope not.
Re-recording a second time.
No, we're re-recording the
The-
first time.
Re-recording.
Ugh, I don't want to do that.
So Final Fantasy stuff.
Remember that great conversation that we stayed on topic and we're like fucking perfect last time? It'd be nice if we could do that again.
I'm trying to think of Final Fantasy stuff. So hey, Final Fantasy V comes out soon.
Soonish. So are we gonna do Final Fantasy V next?
Yes.
Nice. Look at that big ass explosion.
It comes out less than a week.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh shit, was the town? Oh, okay, never mind.
Hmm?
I freaked out because there was no town on the map, but it was just out here.
You thought the town got destroyed? Like it absolutely should have?
Like it should have with an explosion that big.
I mean, even the heat alone would have...
Like melted something. Move, you stupid lady! I just want to go in that building for no good reason. Go to your right. Ah, fuck you, lady. Go to the down.
I sure do love waiting around so that you can go into that building for no reason.
And I know there's nothing in there, but at this point, it's just a matter of principle. I need to go into that building. Alright, there we go.
Now you're just not going to be able to get out.
That's gonna be awful. A SWAT. What's a SWAT?
Some English thing?
I guess.
Oh shit, they've noticed some stuff on the moon.
Foreshadowing!
Because apparently there's a moon.
Apparently there's a moon. Who's this guy? Oh, there's two moons, apparently. One's boring, but the other one has aliens. And is changing colors. That's normal.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I can use the telescope. Oh, whoops.
Yeah, see, there's the moon, and then there's the not moon.
The moon and the other moon that has aliens and is turning up blood color?
Yeah.
Alright, well.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably just like the sun reflecting off of it. Like, you know, a regular blood moon here. But, who knows with these Nimrods? They have a really, really powerful telescope that can see the moon.
Yeah.
But they don't know how the sun works. And how it just reflects light.
Yeah, the technology in this game is
All over the place.
inconsistent at best.
With these airships that absolutely would not fly at all.
I love these airships that are like boats. It's part
Boats with propellers attached to them.
It's part boat, part helicopter, all bullshit, and I love it.
It's not even part boat, it just is a boat with a propeller on it. That's all it is.
And as illogical as that is, I kind of like the style of it. I don't know why. It's like not a... It feels more fantasy than just like a fucking plane.
I mean, the thing I find, like, I'm trying to think again, fucking... I think FF9 it might be the only 3D Final Fantasy to have that old school type of airship.
14
It's mostly
does.
a boat with propellers. You don't have your own airship in 14, so fuck off.
You don't have your own, but there are still airships.
I don't care.
Wow. You just said 3D Final Fantasies with an airship. You didn't say
It's like,
your
and
own.
oh yeah, we didn't have that whole conversation got wiped. I don't care anymore. Whatever. 14 is fan service. And that's great. It's an MMO. It's fine to be fan service. Just don't tell me it's like super amazing when it's fan service. Okay, next.
But it's
But
really...
you stand by some of it has really good parts.
Hey, it is good. I fully agree that it's super fan servicey. But that doesn't mean it has to be bad. Creepy child. Oh shit, he was excited. See,
I just inherently.
I get the dwarves with the like dark face with the big helmet and the beard and everything, but why the fuck does the little girl have the creepy blacked out face?
She's a dwarven girl.
I know that, but like, I don't know. It looks creepy.
I've always thought so. I've always thought it was weird that there's only one dwarf female.
They just look the exact same. I don't know. I don't know how it is in all the other ones. I'm just going off the only other Final Fantasy dwarves that I know of,
Which is from 14.
which is from 14. But the males and the females are practically identical. Which, in fairness, the Lord of the Rings dwarves, at least according to the movies, look pretty much the exact same, male and female. I don't know about the books, but
I don't remember what the exact thing was.
Sid has left the party. Hidden behind-
And we missed your assuming Sid was dead for no reason. Oh yeah, Sid just died. No. Oh, if you have a chance before you go into the next room,
Okay.
rearrange your party.
Oh, yeah. I should do that. I remember. No!
Shit.
Damn.
I tried.
Yeah, you did try.
Anyway,
Stupid dolls.
I just inherently have less respect for something that is referencing other things and doesn't stand on its own as much.
I mean,
I think it's inherently less innovative or original or interesting.
well, I guess to that, I think it depends how ingrained and dependent it is on those references.
Mm-hmm.
Because 14 still has its own original story with original characters, and all the references are just side stuff for fun, whatever bullshit. And none of that's the core of the game. So, I mean, the way
I mean, aside from all the stuff that's consistent in every Final Fantasy.
yeah, but that's at that point that's not a reference. That's just a series staple. So when I think of references, I think of like the fight in 14 where you also fight the fucking Calcabrina dolls. That's just a little side boss, you know, whatever for fun. That has no relevance on the game as a whole.
Yeah, and you didn't get Rosa the Crossbow.
Oh yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, I didn't get Cecil his shield either.
Oh, that's fine. You get a better shield here. You get the magma shield here.
Yeah, see, I was waiting just to use the store here. And
Got magma, but you went and talked to the king right away.
yeah,
Which is, you know, I'm not blaming you. I'd do the same thing. Although you might not want to waste Cecil's turn healing.
yeah, that's what I was just thinking that too.
It's not like the game is particularly challenging.
Oh wow, fuck you.
I love the fucking differences between this game and FF1. FF4, Glare. Ooh, he's confused and he hit your teammate for 36 damage. Fucking FF1, Glare, you're dead.
Yeah?
It's just you insta-kill. Not a party wipe, but an insta-kill.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And that pretty much sums up the how the gameplay of Final Fantasy has changed over the years. From fuck you to ooh, big
Minorly
fucking deal.
inconvenient.
Yes.
Yeah. Yay! Boss fight over.
Do you basically have to try to make it hard?
I don't know. How much secret stuff did 1 have? Like, did it have those like secret bosses and all that other bullshit?
It had the class power. It depends on what you're gonna call a secret, just because it had the class changes, which
Okay.
weren't mandatory to continue the story, but they weren't really like.
That sounds like a side quest, not like a secret boss.
Yeah, it's like a side quest. So
It's-
you're talking about secret bosses?
Yeah, because I'm, you're
Oh yeah, there are none.
because you're saying that 1 was hard and these new ones are super easy. But-
The original one was hard. The Pixel remaster is a joke, but anyway.
But these, I feel like their main story might be easier, but they have that difficulty hidden in other places. Like
Well, but this is what what our conversation ended up that got cut is the problem with reducing the difficulty in the first game is that you kind of end up losing the point of the first game
yeah,
because the story was butt.
okay,
It was the most generic bullshit story. So basically, the difficult gameplay, because this is back in the days when RPGs were drawing, or video game RPGs were drawing heavily from Wizardry,
yeah,
and Ultima, which borrow heavily from Dungeons and Dragons, and there's a resource management element to those games
yeah,
that absolutely does not exist in pretty much any contemporary game,
okay,
aside from survival games.
Yeah.
Wherein going into a dungeon, you had to actually consider how to survive the dungeon,
yeah,
because you only had so much mana, so much healing items, so much inventory space, and so on. And part of that, something that kind of went hand in hand with that, was the
was
obscene
preparing,
difficulty,
okay,
because it pushed you to use those, to do the risk reward of, do I use this spell now and it was usually spell charges back then. Final Fantasy 1 used spell charges.
okay,
So do I use the spell charge now, or do I save it for later?
Yep.
And then on top of that, in the old Wizardry games, the difficulty of the encounters was completely variable. Where
Okay.
sometimes the encounters could be an absolute joke, and sometimes you'd have fucking encounters that could slap the ever-loving shit out of your party.
yeah,
Actually, from what I understand, the hardest enemy in Final Fantasy 1 is actually a random encounter
really,
that you can only get in a very specific spot.
okay,
So basically, the gameplay part of the game was, again, resource management, being prepared for whatever could come next, because you didn't know what would come next.
yeah,
So every step had a degree of tension to it, because you could get an encounter that could fuck you over, or you could get an encounter that was nothing.
Mhm.
You never knew. That was the game, was that tension. But when you go and you cut all the difficulty out of it, basically, and the game is now so easy that I auto-battled fucking everything that wasn't a boss.
okay, yeah, it's,
Then all of a sudden, there's nothing to it. The story doesn't exist. The gameplay doesn't exist.
yeah,
There's just no point anymore. So in that sense, like, the difficulty was the game, but now that's gone. So I honestly don't know what... It's something I've mentioned, or I have mentioned to somebody when I was playing it was like, I honestly don't know why you play this game. I beat it. I 100%ed it mostly because it was 11 hours to get every single achievement in the game.
Okay.
But at the same time, the story is whatever. The combat is boring. I don't even want to play it with another class because, like, okay, it has classes, so you
Oh.
change your party composition.
Yeah.
But every single boss except the final boss, the round that I got fully buffed and was ready to go all out,
Yeah.
the boss died.
Okay.
So it's like, what's even the point of making it with new classes? Like, there's nothing that's gonna push your classes.
Nothing's gonna change in any way that matters.
Yeah, nothing's gonna make you feel like, oh man, I was really smart, or I really nailed this party composition, whatever.
Mhm.
Like, wow, I made a really good synergy here. That's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
Go to the Great Bow for a sec. Okay, that's better than the fucking
Crossbow.
crossbow anyway, so.
Nope. Which one do I have? Those are expensive.
Yeah, check the armor shop first, because I remember the chest piece was fucking horribly expensive.
It's nuts. I could buy one.
Yeah. Difficulty is important to games. And I don't just mean like Dark Souls make everything hard. In fact, I'd say Dark Souls is an example where they ended up missing the point of difficulty.
Yeah.
When you make the game too easy, like, I don't remember if it was you or if it was Finboy who suggested that Final Fantasy has interesting battle mechanics. It's just that the game is so easy that you never engage with them.
I know I've said that about some games. I don't know if it was Final Fantasy or not, but
And that's kind of the point. Like, if the game is so easy that you don't have to actually play the game,
yeah.
then the lack of difficulty is doing the game a disservice.
Mhm.
By the way, that dude is the one that you talk to when you go to leave. The dude by the bookshelf.
When I go to leave?
Yeah, this area.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you bought Gashel Greens.
There they are. Yay! Okay.
Great. Now that we've wasted time with that. Is your party healed?
No, I'm on my way to the...
Okay. I just didn't know if maybe you got healed for the,
I don't think I did. No.
No? Okay. And that's... I'm not saying it like it's easy either, because you can debate what constitutes difficulty. I mean, it's a streamlining versus dumbing down argument, really.
Yeah.
What is making it easier and what is just quality of life? So, like, for instance, healing after a battle like that, I just call that a quality of life,
It's like-
personally.
That would have been nice.
I don't really see much that it adds to, where you going?
Oh, wrong way, I guess. I know I do it downstairs. This would do. Yeah, it was.
There you go.
Die.
Oh, what a death cry you have. Lally ho, to the end we shall go.
They're all open already. That's sad. Hey, these ones don't look open on the map. Stuff.
That was for the achievement for opening all the chests. The map was really. I mean, the map is another thing that in a Final Fantasy 1 is played.
Yeah.
Well, think about everything I said about not knowing and the preparation and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then think about how if there's no map, you have to explore every corner.
And figure it out and keep track of where you're going and all that.
Yeah, versus just being able to look at the map.
I mean, I can see the appeal in sometimes. Wow, now I'm glad I spent that 600 gil.
Right?
Alright, north.
Yeah, see, and now you're on the other side.
Alright.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just saying it's something to keep in mind when
Yeah.
looking at difficulty as a concept or games as a whole. Like, somebody said that, you know, given what I just described, random encounters
Yeah.
are a good thing because you never know what's going to happen. They add to that tension, that feeling that at any moment things could go south if you don't stay on top of it.
They also add
And you know
just
me,
being
I
fucking
absolutely
annoying. Yeah.
hate random encounters, but that is the only argument I have ever heard that made me go, okay, I can see it.
I can see your point. I disagree, but I understand.
Well, I just don't care for that style of gameplay.
Yeah.
Like, I see your point. Okay, that's fair. I don't care for it myself, but that's fair.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually a good point.
It's
You're
a
right.
it's a point.
I'd say it's a good point.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I like that type of game, but I can see how, for somebody, it would add that experience.
Yeah.
Compared to this shit.
This shit's just annoying.
I mean, this is what this is where I talk about, you know, random encounters. If they're so easy that you just auto battle through them,
Then why bother having them?
yes.
Yeah.
And if they're so, it's like, what am I asking for? Harder random encounters? I don't know. Maybe harder random encounters, or harder encounters, but fewer of them.
Yeah. Or harder encounters, but they're not random, but you have to do some to get the experience or something. Something.
I think something about the way random encounters has been off.
Yeah.
They could definitely use some work. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
I don't think the answer is to make them take 17,000 years.
No, because that would just make them even more annoying.
Yeah.
Alright, now that the tanks are done blowing this fucking castle.
Building up that you're going into. Did you want to save?
Yeah, I should do that.
See, and now you have... Okay, another thing that got cut was our complaining about getting the fire weapons into fireplace, which does make sense, but now you're using fire against firehounds, so...
Yeah.
That's obnoxious.
That does kind of suck.
I mean, I think early S&T, the early game of, like, fuck, what was this? In Persona 5, most of the time handles encounters pretty well, where they feel tedious,
Yeah, they're
but they were pretty interesting.
they're big enough to be worth it, but they're not so random that they're annoying.
So, you know, that's all I'm saying on that point.
I forgot to buy my 100 potions. That's depressing.
Which we know you can't buy high potions because we checked.
So we tried.
To be fair, I don't think 100 potions would get you very far at all.
I mean, it wouldn't, but
I don't remember if the heal 50 or 100 in this game, or
I think it was 50.
even if it's 100, that's
Still
it
nothing.
would take 13 potions to get Cecil to full health.
Yeah. Alright, well. Oh, I can't talk to the tanks. I think that's about our time. Might be a little short.
Yay! Yeah, but fuck it, we did some of this shit and whatever.
It's overriding this one.
That one.
Yeah.
Join us next time for the Tower of Babel.
Tower of Babel.